Give it up for all of our jumpers, everybody. This is a very windy day. This is very difficult for them. They are making sure that everyone is safe and the show is executed extremely well, and they put on a great show for you and you get to see everything nice and clear. Here's another one of our highly trained jumpers. That kettlebell weighs about 35 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, and it's not very easy to fly. It swings around and pulls you everywhere. Oh, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats for the Ladies for Liberty and stand for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Look at the timing overhead from the 122nd Fighter Wing of Blackhawks. Black Snakes, that is. I'm so excited. With the refueling boom down the KC-135 from Griffin Air Force Base. Wow, what an opening, Sergeant First Class. How cool is that?
That was really great, Danny. Give it up for our Para-Commandos, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our show and our demonstration.
Sponsors list. Again, we love all these people. And you support them, we give you a big hug. Okay, low and to your right, the aircraft landing is the C-130, the J model. Derby 82 from Louisville, Kentucky. And our air boss, Wayne Boggs, just informed me that right after this airplane lands, we'll have one of our airliners departing. Now, what does that mean to you? Folks, if you are hungry or thirsty, that'll give you a couple of minutes to go back without missing any of the action and get the items that you want, maybe to browse around. And if you have to visit the facilities, now would be the time to do it. From my vantage point, I can see an airliner taxiing out. They'll take a few minutes to get down to the end of the runway. They'll be taking off. Then we have to let them clear the area of sufficient distance to be able to continue the show. This has been entertaining crowds for well over 40 years. Probably a little low on that opening as well. Bill Braack took over from the original owner and has been campaigning this machine ever since. Now it's jet-powered vehicles, bring them back. So we give the crowd more of what they want, less of what they don't want. In case you're a little sensitive about an after-burning vehicle on the runway, well, that's the reason we do it. Low and to your left, if you're in that line of vision, you can see a support truck. That's the crew member on board. Chase aircraft, chase truck.
So don't stop me. You can't stop me. So don't stop me.
When you equate horsepower to thrust, this has a total of 12,000 horsepower.
Serving the peace, working, we serving the streets. About to go in, going beast. Bang, bang.
All right, a little bit of Indiana summer pop-up thunderstorms. You got cumulus clouds, you got thunder, and you've got lightning coming out of the clouds, and that is very common in the Midwest and in Indiana every summer. If you're inside, it's very refreshing. If you're outside, you may get wet, but you do in a shower anyway. We'd like to thank Elevatus Architecture. Vision takes flight. We design spaces that unite, inspire, and stand the test of time. That's designed to do more. Elevatus Architecture, we thank them. Okay, all eyes, all ears, low on the runway. The crewman is outside the white support truck now, making sure all of the communication with the air boss, Wayne Boggs, is complete. We're clear of traffic. The runway is ours. And then Bill Braack, the pilot, will be thrust back in his seat. You won't see tires squealing or hear tires squealing or see them smoke because it is jet thrust, not an engine, torque to the wheels. Whoa, what a ride. And about 11 negative G's forward when that drogue chute comes out. And by the Please direct your attention to the center of the airfield where the JTAC and his team have established contact with Snake 11, a flight of 4 F-16s from the great city of Fort Wayne, Indiana, who are tasked with providing close air support to the ground team. The F-16s arrive in the general area of and check in with JTAC on tactical radio frequency. The 9-9 is a condensed briefing format used to convey critical information about air-to-air surface attack in the shortest amount of time possible. Acronyms.
Snake 1-1, Storm 6-3 has you loud and clear. Go and check it.
Snake 1-1, 4 by F-16. Checking in, carrying 4 by 500 pounds, 500 rounds, 20 millimeter, 1 hour playtime.
Storm copies check-in. Currently troops in contact with enemy in the open 300 meters southeast of our position. Friendly's marked by smoke. Advise ready for 9-line.
Snake 1-1, ready now.
9-line is condensed briefing format used to convey critical information about air-to-surface attack in the shortest amount of time possible. Acronyms and shorthand are used to speed up the message delivery so that the attacking aircraft can get the information they need and turn in the attack on the enemy as quickly as they can.
Snake 1-1, Storm 6-3, 9-line foul. This will be a Type 2 attack, bomb on target, 1 through 3 NA, 769, troops in the open, 1-6 Tango, Fox Lima, 524, 383, 300 northeast, no mark, egress at your discretion. Go 3 backs.
Snake reads back, 769D, Fox Lima, 524, 383. Go with the mark instructions.
Good readbacks, attacks northwest to southeast, reporting, expect clearance on final.
Snake 1-1 flight is in the northwest.
Snake 1-1 flight, clear hot. Snake 1-1, good effects, good effects. Press immediate re-attack with guns, same geometry, same parameters, report on the direction for clearance.
Snake 1-1 flight, copy in from the northwest.
Snake 1-1 flight, cleared up, cleared up.
After eliminating the enemy threat, the 4 ship of fighters provide overhead cover for the team until the area is clear of the ground vehicles. The F-16 pick up an overhead orbit at 1,500 feet, allowing them to safeguard the troops on the ground by scanning for threats. As the ground team departs, the JTAC will remain in contact with the orbiting aircraft so they can provide armed overwatch. Low and to your left. With the ground team recovered, the enemy neutralized. Remain highly effective as a close air support platform for nearly 50 years after its introduction. Now the portion of the show we call Beating Up the Airport, just because it's fun. There's a great story about the F-16 last year. We celebrated their 50th year since the first flight. By the way, that was quite an accident. There was a General Dynamics test pilot out at Edwards Air Force Base. His duty that day on that very long runway was to take off the F-16 1 to 2 feet above the runway, underneath him, and check the ailerons. Well, some things happened that weren't planned. When he tested the ailerons, they had been computer programmed so sensitive that they grabbed. They turned very rapidly to the left. By adding right aileron, and it abruptly snapped to the right, back and forth, back and forth. At the same time, he was contending with a jet nozzle that had that been programmed like it should, and was forcing. When I saw that video, I'm going to tell you how you can find it. I said, he's a goner. But that test pilot saved the prototype aircraft. It was never meant to leave the runway. The next month, the first actual planned flight of the F-16 took place. They have recently moved, not so recently, the last bunch of years, they moved from Fort Worth to Greenville, South Carolina. And even though they've been in production for over 50 years, purchased by our allies across the world, or our northern nations where there is trouble. Certainly they have been upgraded throughout the course of the years. Drastically upgraded. The Indian Air Force is expected to build 100 of those. The Indian Air Force is going to call their F-16. That is certainly their right. Continue to have fun with the Black Snake. So lethal and so modern is the F-16, it is the choice of the Thunderbirds. Yes, those are F-16s parked on the ramp that will be flying today. And by the way, just under 5,000 have been produced in the years, 51 years ago, since they came off the assembly line. And I'll remind you again, they are so redesigned, so many improvements over the course of the years in all aspects, everything in the cockpit, everything engine-wise, everything in the terms of the controls, the gross weight, the agility, the ability, and the capability of the F-16. An awesome machine. Oh, by the way, if you want to find out about that first flight, just Google first flight of the F-16. And it'll come up with a video of that wild gyration. Like to wave pilots in the Black Snake Viper. I think you'll get a wave back. Everybody get animated. Hands way over your head. You can wave those hats. Oh, the spots that they will love. They are the sons and daughters of Indiana. Ready to defend our country day in and day out, day and night, 365 days a year. Show them you love, everybody. Yeah, that's it. Now, going up, starts into a dive. She's going to put the airplane on its side. It'll be resting on the fuselage. One wing will be up towards the sky, the other one down towards the ground. We call light edge spin. It's a punishing flight for anybody. This is called the spiraling tower. Series of gyroscopic maneuvers that ends up flat like that and spinning like that into a flat spin on the descending line. And at the altitude she desires, she pushes the nose down from the spiraling tower into the loop with a tumble on top. Now she's going to draw a loop in the sky. As she gets to the top of the loop, she has the option to snap roll, to roll, and she's going to do it the hard way. The tumble, end over end, get a load of that, then recover on a 45-degree down line. Turn around maneuver off to your right, pull it to the vertical, looking out the left and right side of the canopy, arcing the aircraft around, upside down. Now, snap roll the aircraft, gyroscopic, holes in the knife edge, off the deck at about 16 pulls, goes to the vertical, starts a series of hesitation rolls, looking out again the left side, the right side of the horizon. Speed goes to 0. Kingston left rudder from straight up to straight down. A snap roll on the descending line. Things are happening fast. Watch again for the 8-sided loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across the top. 6. Straight down to 7. One more 45-degree turn, and there is the 8-sided. Give Melissa a big round of applause if you will. Oh, she is good. Now, tail slide. She's going to put the nose of the airplane way up. The speed will dissipate. She'll roll in left rudder, flying what we call knife edge flight on the descending line. Compensating for the wind, she'll do that one other time. Open the vertical. Can't be away from us. Speed goes to 40, 30, 20, 10, 0. Sliding backwards on the tail. And the wind stall effect. Quick roll down. And pick up the flight. All right, we're ready for Melissa whenever you're on, Melissa. All right, direct from the cockpit, folks. Melissa Burns is ready to greet you.
Hey everyone, this is Melissa, live from the cockpit. What a beautiful day for an air show. Fort Wayne is one of our favorite events to come to. Look below me, you'll see a brave pole team where we'll be setting up a series of ribbon cuts. They might be untangling the ribbon, so I'm going to cut them until they're ready. I wanted to take a moment to say thank you to all of our service members. Thank you so much for all the sacrifices, all that you do, and all of the families, of course. And hey kids, study hard in school, make good decisions, and chase your dreams. Anything is possible. Anything is
All right, guys on the runway. All right, you see those pole holders with the right orange shirts out on the runway? Mostly in our point of view to the left of the runway. Poles are a little bit wider than the wingspan of the Melissa's monoplane. We'd like to thank Lightspeed Aviation, Sarasota Avionics, and American.
For tomorrow, line up on the taxiway, not the center line.
Watch this.
On the edge line.
I think she's going to thread the needle. Just off the runway. Now, those ribbons are not going to be left alone.
This will be a cut from your left to your right.
All right, that's Melissa. Cut from your left to your right. Now remember, you can see through the orange banners between the poles that there is not one but two sets of poles. Over the top of the ribbon, under the ribbon, between the poles, now coming in from your left. She's going to do it the hard way. Melissa has turned upside down, compensating for the crosswind. A big round of applause for Melissa.
Good job, team. Stay there. I'm going to come around and get it, my friend.
If that wasn't enough, he's going to come back around. There is a surviving banner still on the lower side. She's going to do this the hard way. You saw her fly over the top of the ribbon, checking them out. Coming back from right to left, under the ribbons and between the poles. Coming back left to right, upside down, cutting the top pole. Now, she's going to drag that left wing on our side down towards the runway. She's going to have to stay between the poles. She's going to have to get Oh, she is amazing. She's doing us a little bit of victory for you. There's a runner saying thank you, Fort Wayne. Kick the rudder left, kick the rudder right in knife edge flight. That's a salute her way to you great fans, and for the ability for her to be back performing here at the greatest show off the earth. Pacific Northwest. Give her a wave as she comes by. Now, Melissa is not finished. She's going to be part of that Tinstix that will include her, Skip Stewart, Firewalkers International Pyro, and the jet-powered Dragster. Gabby, no, don't come over the fence. That's secure. Sir, doing the way.
I want an airplane ride. I'm supposed to come see you with the face.
Well, let's see. You can get your airplane ride, but we got a show going on right now. We got.
But someone told my group that I need to ride home, and they said I want an airplane ride, and I was gonna go with one of the Thunder Chicken thingies.
Well, we'll commit our promise to you, but sir, it's the air show time. We'll do it after the air show. If you don't mind.
Told me right now.
No, not right now because we got jets. We got airplanes.
Someone gonna take me after this.
No, stay away. Guys, keep an eye on that gentleman. He's got a white T-shirt on, and he's got a brown bag. I'm not sure. Okay, we got. No, not now. Who's that guy? Did you get a name? Is his name Ben? Are you Ben? we had you on our list, but you're going to fly later on today. He's okay. There's Liz out by the airplane. She's our qualified flight instructor from here in Fort Wayne. He's giving a hug to one of our volunteers, and he's a little unsteady of gait. Could I put it that way? But Liz is going to make the best of it. Now, folks, keep an eye on him and Liz. No, don't rock the airplane. Don't rock the boat. Oh, he spilled his precious brown bag stuff. No, it's not a horse. No, it's not a rodeo. Although it could be a rodeo guy. Oh, Liz has got her hands full. Oh, wait a minute. He hit his head on the trailing edge. Oh, wow. You got to duck. Learn how to duck. He's going to get charged with assault and battery of himself. All right, Liz is going to put him into the cockpit. And in order to keep him happy and to use the time while our airliners are staging, we're going to go ahead and make a commitment, our promise, to a guy who had a drawing last week, who won the drawing, and he said they'd give him a flight and take him home, I guess. Thank you, Liz. Okay, safe flight. Okay, Liz, in the cockpit now, airplane she's flown many times, flight instructor. And they will go out. Sorry about the interruption, but this is the best way we can do this to keep, I guess his name was Ben. He's a has-been or a will be, or I'm not sure. I'm a bit confused at this time. I heard about the event. I heard about the drawing. But I guess he got a little antsy and kind of wanted to do it right away before he fell asleep. Now the airplane that Liz is going to instruct him in, or fly home, I'm not sure, is a Piper Cub. Many of you know them. Now, maybe that tail wheel got stuck. That's common to the Piper Cubs. I saw it twirl around 2 or 3 times. Liz is back there. She's going to adjust that. Wait, Liz! That guy does not know how to fly. Took off crosswise on the taxiway into the ditch. Liz, okay, push the stick forward. Boss, do we have radio contact with him? Look out for those buildings and those antennas. Put the stick back. Now calm down. Can somebody pipe me in to that frequency, whatever Liz had? I don't know if Ben knows how to operate a radio. Ben, can you hear Danny? I doubt it. All right, everybody hold your position. This is not supposed to happen. We're trying to be generous people. Okay, down on the runway. Now keep it down. Bring the throttle back. It's back. It's in the side window, your left side. It's a round knob. Bring it back towards it. No. Oh, got the wingtip. It was a Chinese landing. 1 wing low. That's not how you turn an airplane. You're supposed to bank it. Use the rudder and the aileron. Okay, go back to the part, Ben, that looks like a highway. That's the concrete. Stay out of the dirt. Push the control stick forward. The airplane's gonna stall. Whoa. All right, here comes the earth. Gently pull back on the stick. Keep the wings level. Okay, yeah, keep going that way. We'll worry about this later. I think that whoever his name is, I'm not sure I got the right name, don't beat up our tower people. Leave them alone. I think they're heading down the elevator now. Evacuate. Okay, you got the right idea. Stay on the thing that looks like a road. Stay on the center. Okay, 2 center lines. Put one hand over one eye, and we'll go down to 1 center line. How do I know that? Remember. Okay, easy. Wings level. Don't get close to the Thunderbirds F-16s. No, you had it nailed. Hey, same to you, buddy. Did you see that? What a jerk. Trying to help a guy. He's going to have a wing ding one of these times. He's getting that right and left wing right down into the sod. And by the way, that is also the pyro field from Firewalkers International Pyro. There's a lot of gasoline and dynamite over there, and that will create some excitement. In the meantime, where's Liz? Liz got her airplane stolen from her. That's her source of income, and she is not too happy. We have been in touch with the authorities, and they have come up with a plan. They're going to try to surround, enclose, and get this person on the ground. Look out. I think he tried to buzz some of the pyro team. This guy is mean. Stay away from the Dairy Queen. Oh, there's Liz out by the Thunderbird's nose of the airplane. Liz, sorry about your airplane. But Liz, if you would, the FAA would like to talk to you. Please bring your licenses and your credentials. They want to have a talk with you. About this guy, they don't care about this guy. They're going to stay clear of that black airplane. I'm sure he's unlicensed and out of control. All right, steady now. Okay, down, good, that's good. All right, the right wheel down. Get the left wing off the ground, you're gonna scrape it, you're gonna grind it down. You can't land that way. Oh, took the paint right off the wingtip. You ever heard the term somebody is tipsy? Well, that's an example right there. An example of do not mix alcohol with flying. Okay, if it comes towards you, make a run for it. Duck. Get under a fence behind a car. Okay, coming back to Liz, who, by the way, is relieved to have her airplane in one piece so far. Look out now, spinning her colors for that. Oh, wait a minute. Fell out of the cockpit and ran over himself. He has had enough of that. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been put on by the award-winning Kyle Franklin. Kyle Franklin and Liz Franklin, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most demanding acts in the air show business today, how to fly bad. They had to gain altitude to drop their bombs on the target cities. So see the pop-up bomb run. Bomb bay doors should be open.
Say to each of you most gratefully, as I throw each one of you a kiss, this is my kind of town. Chicago is my kind of town. Chicago.
Now, if you look over your right shoulder at the gleaming medal on the B-25, we move forward in time, the year 1945. We have won the war. The boys are back home. The newly formed Air Force has sent the World War II pilots of their B-25s to your air show here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, displaying the planes that won the war. Look to your air show right with eyes and cameras, and listen to the sounds of 3,400 horsepower as Mr. Mitchell flies at 300 miles per hour. Now, Mark, close not mistakenly, close your eyes. Oh, that was what it is. right, and get over front with the dip, to the left. I'll show you the bottom side pass. And you'll see in photograph the bomb bay doors open, showing the 4,000-pound bomb load capability of this agile medium bomber. Bomb bay door pass.
Fly with me, let's fly away.
Not only could you see the bomb bay, but the great sounds of the two large radial engines.
In Llama Land, there's a one-man man, and he'll toot his flute for you. Come on, fly with me, let's take off in the blue. Once I get you up there, where the air is rarefied, we'll just glide, starry-eyed. Once I get you up there, I'll be holding.
Important to note that the airplane, the Sound of Terror, as the B-25s fought across North Africa and delivered the deadly punch to the Germans. It's not 1945 anymore, it's 2025, and the Minnesota Wing proud to present the Queen of the Fleet, Miss Mitchell. This aircraft has originally built in Kansas City, now based at Fleming Field, South St. Paul, Minnesota. There's the photo pass. From the Minnesota wing of the commemorative Air Force. Later chose to be the demonstration pilot of the Now he's at the controls of the commemorative Air Force P-51. Part of the joy of watching a P-51 is flight is also to listen to the sound of the Rolls-Royce Packard-built Maryland engine. Built during the war by the Packard Motor Car Company in Detroit, Michigan. Joe Cheverly, our pilot, soloed at the legal age of 16 on his 16th birthday. 1 year later, he received his private pilot's license. At the earliest possible age, 17. Now the maneuver known as the Cuban 8 finds himself upside down, rolls to the right side up position. He has executed 5/8 of the loop. Very gently into a wide arching maneuver. 45-degree line in relation to the horizon, rolling the airplane right side up. He has just drawn the figure of 8 laying on its side. Looking at that two-legged movement. He discovered that maneuver quite by accident back in 1936. as the KC flight team taxis in front of you, they cannot hear you, but they will see your animation. If you'll give them a big wave, if you have a hat, wave your hands over your head. They'll be watching the taxiway, but sneaking a peek at you. What a wonderful, wonderful performance. Okay, fighter pilots in the sky, coming back in from your right. Joe Shetterly, call sign rifle. Right down on the deck. Get a load of this from your right. Into a maneuver known as the barrel roll. The aircraft was revolutionized for fighters to the efforts of North American aviation and the forerunner of NASA. Part of the reason was the Thunderbird's low weight. It gave them speed. The English-built aircraft later manufactured much bigger radiator on the bottom of the fuselage between the wings. It is a liquid cool engine. It is a radiator that dissipates the heat. There was a guy at North American Aviation whose last name was Merida, and he found out that you could negate the drag from that big scoop in the radiator by turning it into a jet engine. Going through the radiator, the air expanded. He had a small outlet door. It produced 300 pounds of thrust. It gave a 17% increase in the speed. Precision 4-point roll, 1 to knife edge, 2 holding it upside down, 3 back to knife edge, and 4 back to the upside down position. Well, between 15 and 16,000 of these aircraft are documented to have been built. There are survivors about 125 to 160, it is written. Only a few of those, less than 100, could actually fly on a given day. The offset roll was one way to be able to get the enemy off your tail by doing a quick barrel roll and then getting on the enemy's tail or the enemy's 6 o'clock position. It also has credibility in a coordination effect to be able to allow the pilot in a coordinated fashion to use all of the controls with a change of speed, heading, and altitude in a coordinated fashion. Now, something is difficult to do. Joe Shetterly is going to slow down the roll into a slow motion roll, just barely moving the controls. This may be one of the most difficult maneuvers that any pilot can do correctly. A lot of people have a lot of opinions about the P-51, but back in 1944, the Senate Subcommittee on Aviation quoted as saying, "This is the world's most perfect designed pursuit airplane in existence." So many people agree. It was in the Pacific, it was in Europe. It can do many things. There's 8-point roll, doubling the difficulty factor, 4 points upside down, 6 at knife edge, 7 and number 8. Give Rifle a big round of applause. He's not finished yet. Oh, what a family they have. Now, quite often when a pilot came back from a dogfight in Europe, if they had downed the enemy's aircraft, they would come in over their home base, their friendly field, come in low and fast, and execute a slow roll. We call that the victory roll. This was a Top Gun aircraft of World War II. By the way, the guy that starred in the motion picture Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick owns one of these aircraft. Flies it. After a long day on the set of the unit, a lot of guys go home to a couple of drinks and dinner. Bruce gets in his B-51, goes out over the Pacific to Southern California, and just enjoys the aircraft. He is a very disciplined flight. Bomber escort of World War II saved a lot of bomber pilots, B-25s to B-17. 9 to 10 young men from across the U.S. owed their lives to the airplane coming in over the left shoulder.
Havilland Super Chipmunk. An experienced aviator and aerobatic performer, Nathan has amassed more than 9,000 total hours of flight time in more than 50 different kinds of aircraft. Today he serves as one of the world's last professional skyriders, performing at aerial events both day and night. Flying this de Havilland DHC-1, designed as a trainer for the Royal Canadian Air Force, we're in for a display of aerobatics in this classic air show airplane. Go see the world, especially growing up in an aviation family. With experience flying aircraft ranging from World War I biplanes to corporate business jets, his absolute favorite type of flying is what we're seeing now. Let's watch out in front of us as Nathan continues and flies the Ghostwriter into the vertical for his next maneuver. Skyrider and international airshow performer, Nathan stays busy, performing at everything from airshows to music festivals, using his onboard smoke system made by injecting a lightweight oil into the exhaust. Each of his skywriting messages can stretch more than 10 miles wide at an altitude of more than 15,000 feet. It is from this altitude where it can be difficult to spot Nathan's airplane from the ground, but the messages high above give it the worthy name of the Ghostwriter. Super Chipmunk has been highly modified into the air show airplane we see today. It features a custom-built 350 horsepower motor, an advanced composite window, short wings, and a streamlined canopy, turning this airplane into a lean, mean air show machine. looks, G's, or 6 times the force of gravity, this tight cornering capability allows Nathan to keep his flying displays up close and personal. If you're interested in flying aerobatics and want to be part of an amazing community, Nathan encourages you to join the International Aerobatic Club at IAC.org. In addition to flying his low-level performances during the day, Nathan is also one of a handful of pilots who's also authorized to display at night. Under the cover of darkness, the Ghostwriter can be equipped with more than 200 pounds of fireworks, pyrotechnics, lights, and special effects for an explosive and sparkling nighttime performance. Nathan Hammond encourages you to go see the world, and you can stay up to date with Nate and the travels of the Ghostwriter by following their social pages online at Ghostwriter Airshows. You too can get your exclusive Go See the World and Ghostwriter merchandise by visiting GWAmerch.com. The recipient of the Billion Dollar Award for Showmanship, one of the highest honors awarded within the airshow industry, Nathan Hammond's combination of daytime flying, nighttime flying, and skywriting makes him one of the most sought-after performers on the airshow circuit today. Nathan Hammond and Ghostwriter Airshows would like to thank their sponsors, to include Poplar Grove Air Motive, Tempest, Whirlwind Propeller, Airflow Performance, CanGuard, Concord Batteries, Goodyear, Sarasota Avionics, Softy Parachutes, AC Air Technology, BNC Specialty Products, and Havilland Aerospace Technologies. Nathan would also like to thank each and every one of you for attending today's show, as well as to all who have helped make today's air show possible. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Nathan Hammond and the Ghostwriter.
Shut up the lights, we don't even die. You said just shut up the lights, we don't even die. You said just shut up the lights, way drunk, we're invincible. No going quietly into the night. This room is our universe. You are my gravity tonight. No talk of the future tonight.
That's Stewart in the biplane. Watch as they meet. Halfway head on. Cairo, team. Firewalkers, International Cairo. That's it. Rocking like this plane. Now we got smoke, white smoke, black smoke, noise, action. Around in the next stretcher, goes to your left, that skips to it. In, out of the smoke until Melissa burns. Monoplane Melissa. Watch they come back forward behind the Thunderbirds aircraft. Arcing around. Is Melissa on your left. Skips to it on your right. Down at the half mile. The ground shakes beneath your feet. Landing your rig gauge. Once again, crossing over. Ship pulls hard right towards the tower. Melissa disappears into the smoke. As they cross into the low 360. Crossing right there. Making contact. Now in a high bank, high G turn. Being pushed down into the seat. Over the top of the target area. catch each other's smoke on the frequency, you'll hear contact. Contact. They cross once again in the high altitude environment. Itchy on the trigger finger. The Sarge Myers and his team, the Firewalkers International Pyro. Upside down, go to Melissa. Off on your left. Stewart does the same thing. The gyroscopic tumble from Melissa on your right. Stewart on your left. Capping off on top in coordinated fashion. They both head downhill. Watch at the very top where the tumble maneuver. Under the front is Stewart using the same special effect. And the right Melissa to your left. Pyro on the ground, but this is not all of it yet. Pretty soon you're going to hear another participant of the Tinstix. How great is this crossover with a differential swing? Gyroscopic tumble, the pigtail off on your left by Stewart. Melissa high to your right. Stewart down low to your left. Contact they call it. Both crossing over within to one another. Melissa pushing to the vertical. Stewart pulling the G's. Capping it off on top. Melissa high to your left. Skip low to your right. Heading back in at a closure rate of about 400 miles per hour, I'm guessing. Back to my big flight. And recovering off the top. Capable, as you can see, I'm after. Oh, I love the smell of that already. Smell of entertainment. It won't hurt you. All right, what's going to happen now? We're going to get all these crews together in a somewhat coordinated fashion. This is organized or unorganized mayhem. Melissa joining them. Going to dive bomb on Bill Braack. Is that legal? Now watch Bill Braack out on the main runway, creating day or night. If you're not in the will bring the temperature down in the Midwest as well. Now Bill Braack, his college Now there is a support vehicle. You can see the white pickup truck out on the runway to our left. Soon as you hit the clear and lock it from Airshows small. Get All right, now back to your photo lesson. You can do what you want, but if you want the best shot, you will see Skip and Melissa joining up over by the tower. They'll be coming in with the ground and the dragster at the bottom of your screen. And if you wanted to start your video portion, you can start right now. Follow them down. If you have a still camera, then I'll tell you to start clicking. Okay, video camera's on. Still cameras, start clicking. And watch and listen to this. That's the shot I wanted you to get.
We are the warriors of the 21st century, a noble symbol of freedom and a tireless pursuit of excellence, an everlasting legacy of pride, precision, and professionalism of all airmen of the United States Air Force. We have demonstrated the most advanced and respected air power in the world, the pinnacle of teamwork and dedication of the world's most elite force in air, space, and cyberspace. We are first, last, and always a fighter squadron. Our maintenance professionals can transform our jets to be combat ready in 72 hours. To provide the protection under which our democracy operates. Today, you will witness the unparalleled teamwork, aerial precision, and raw power employed in combat. Attention to detail demands the ultimate commitment from the whole squadron to achieve their best. At 500 miles per hour and formations 18 inches apart, and at times only 150 feet off the ground, the sound of freedom is not just heard, but felt. Our lineage of military jets and frontline fighters have always proudly displayed our colors. Red for courage, white for truth, blue for justice. Distinguished names that echo down the halls of aviation history. Thunderjet, Super Sabre, Thunder Chief, Phantom, Talon, and today's F-16 Fighting Falcon, also known as the Viper. In the spirit of its namesake, the F-16 can soar to 50,000 feet, climbing 30,000 feet per minute. It is capable of Mach 2 or 1,500 miles per hour, and maneuvers at 9 times the force of gravity. From our fabled past to today's ambassadors in blue, we seek to be the best of the best in our critical mission. Recruit, retain, and inspire the long blue line of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We are the premier air demonstration squadron of the United States Air Force. We are 130 of the finest airmen together to exhibit the capability and uncontested air dominance of the United States Air Force. Anywhere, anytime. We are the Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds, check. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thunderbirds, start 1 ready now. Canopies down, ready now.
take to the skies. Soon, you'll hear Thunderbird 1 command the pilots to run up their engines as they accelerate down the runway from your right to your left. As the planes lift off the ground and begin their climb, watch for our slot pilot, Major Tyler Clark. Create a mirror image in their trademark, Calypso Pass. Ladies and gentlemen, the Diamonds approaching from over your left shoulder in the tight echelon formation. Watch as one becomes four with the echelon. Pass review.
I love the way we synchronize. We synchronize.
Landmass team with 4 consecutive aileron rolls at low altitude. Major Shoal, inbound for show center at a closing speed of over 1,000 miles per hour. Before passing, they'll pitch sharply, narrowly avoid each other for the opposing night pitch pass. F-16 to intercept and overtake the Diamond directly in front of you. From low and to the left, count along with Thunderbird 6 as she performs the precise 8-point hesitation roll. Followed by is for the Delta Burst, the full Delta Burst.